Welcome back to First Class English. My name is Miss Jess, and in today's conditionals video, we'll be talking about the second conditional. Let's get started. Conditionals are statements that use the word if to tell us something that could or might happen. These statements are usually in two parts: the if clause, which is followed by the result. The if clause is a condition. That means it cannot stand on its own. This makes it dependent on the result. So the second conditional are statements that we use to imagine a present or future situation that is maybe impossible or unlikely to happen. To make the second conditional, we simply need if plus the past simple plus would and its base verb. For example, if I lived in the country, I would need a car. Or, if Susan left, Linda would be sad. Notice how we always use a comma after the if clause. You can also change the order of the clauses without changing the meaning of the sentence. Now our sentence reads, Linda would be sad if Susan left. Notice how we don't need a comma when if is in the middle of the sentence. But wait a minute, doesn't this seem similar to the first conditional? Let's see how these two types of sentences compare. Look at these two statements. In the first, we have the present simple and future simple. This is the first conditional. However, in the second conditional, we use the past simple and would with its base verb. The first conditional is used to talk about possible situations. For example, if the weather is good, but we'll have to check. The second conditional is used to talk about unreal situations. For example, if the weather were good, but we know it's not. Even though the second conditional uses the modal verb would, there are other verbs that we can use instead. First, you could use the verb could instead of would. For example, if we lived in the city, we could use public transport. Or, if we lived in the same neighborhood, we could carpool. We also have to change how we use the past tense of the verb to be with pronouns like I, he, she, or it. Usually, they would be used with was. However, in the second conditional, we have to use were. So in the second conditional, it would be incorrect to say if I was you. Instead, you should say if I were you. For example, if I weren't so tired, I would go for a walk. Can you find the results in these conditional sentences? Remember, the result is a statement that can stand on its own. For example, what is the result in this statement? Or here? I would help you with your homework if I knew French. If I were you, I would drink less coffee. Or, would you mind if I used your phone? Great work! You now know how to use the second conditional. Have you subscribed to First Class English? Make sure you do so you can get updated with our newest videos. Thanks for watching!